day?
We have each month we'll talk about different topics. So one may be about self conflict, self respect. So one may be about hygiene. We may get into that. We may get into like respecting yourself, accountability. So each month may be different when it comes to that. Now, depending on the topic, because my topic at the high school may be different, and I'm very in depth. You know what I mean? Like when I say very in depth, we talk about what's real, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a very honest person.
Ain't no time to talk about nothing that ain't real.
To the extent I go, that's the reason why we have permission slips. I don't just tell my girls, oh yeah, you use protection, this and this. I actually show them how to put, that on, to actually show them what they need. Okay. So then they're not going
that's
because
in depth.
Yeah, that's why I said that's in depth, because how many kids are gonna go ask their parents, can you go buy me a condom?
Man, listen back again, it's free game.
The saying lasts, but I'm never least. Cause every time I drop that heat, all that talking cease. Facts. Her wishing well, or do you wish me well? He pucker up like jackasses, he like to kiss and tell. Facts. I got that fever, boy, I'm burning up. Hourglass ass niggas, they know they time is up.
Man, listen, this free game. It's me, Toddy. Take note of what you hear, reflect on what you see. TIM was good.
Peace to the divine families to God.
And I'm tuning in Queen Ursula today.
She didn't even want to let me introduce her.
Well, you can go ahead.
But since she jumped out there, the queen, I already started trouble. Yeah, we got Queen Ursula back again on Man Listen. Last time we had on Man Listen, it was before Valentine's Day. She had a Facebook jumping with some of the stuff she was saying, telling us not to be cheap and what to get your girl and what the man need to do. So we got her back again before Tim get you, because Tim wanted you back because you had called his shop starting some trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, so he said he wanted you back in the building. So before he get his question out there, tell us what you been having going on since the last time you was on Man Listen.
Well, one of the things that I love doing is always being a good example for the women and the ladies. So that's what brings me over here to the world of Faye at the barbershop. Not too many women can walk in the barbershop and then really speak their mind. So that's what I'm doing, all this for the ladies and the young women. But also, like I told both of them, like getting to know me and me as a person. I'm not just someone that has a title, Queen Ursula, like a self-made title. That is very, very far from it. I am a therapist. I am a first grade teacher at SL Mason. I just crossed the first black sorority in the world, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So it's so many things. Oh yeah, then with my master's, marriage and family counseling, then I'm almost finished with that. So I'm always, and then of course, the show that I have with Mixing It Up with Big Nick, Eric, and Chris. Okay. And then also me and DJ Tremaine on 107.9 The Beat. So we now have the #1 show. So it's just being able to not just, I want to teach people, and when y'all ask like the real me, someone that, but I'm just saying,
go ahead,
but just being the real me. And my main passion is I Am Beautiful, the girls mentoring program. And that's one of the biggest ones in South Georgia. So to continue to lead by example, but doing it with class and elegance, but still having enough confidence to speak your mind.
So that's what the dance was? What?
Yeah, that's my organization that hosted the dance.
Yeah, because Toddy didn't show up.
He liked the
you ain't say nothing about that.
Get on here.
He told you he was coming, man. You don't remember that? Yeah.
My daughter's flaked on me, but I did donate to what is it? I Am Beautiful.
Yeah, I Am Beautiful.
I did make sure I donated to her. My Tim on here throwing what they say shade tree, man.
Well, it was a lot of people that was there, and Ricky Ticket, him and his daughter won the limousine ride that was presented by Gatlin. So it was all about the experience. So even though that, Ty, you may have not been able to come, but a lot of people were able to come. And then also Ricky and his daughter, they won the limousine ride.
Yes, sir. I seen my boy and Gigi jump up out that limo, man. Shout out to Rick and Gigi, man. That's it, Teddy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so, me, I've been, since you called up here, you feel me, I've been telling Toddy, y'all like, hey, hit your girl up, my boy, because I want to see what she was talking about when you was, y'all was on the radio, and we called in. Well, somebody called in, wasn't me. But you called back to the shop after it was over with, and I think you wanted to come to the shop talk.
What did I say? Because that seemed like that it was so long ago, and I say so much.
It was a while ago, but we just got you, so we're gonna talk about it now. It was a while back, you know, but alright. But it was a while back, but it was you didn't really say nothing. You just said that the man listening guys ain't really met the real Queen Ursula yet. So I was saying like who the real Queen Ursula is then? You feel me? So that's what I want to know. You gave us all your titles, so that's who the real Queen Ursula is.
Yeah, well, with that comes with it. It's a lot of people that, because I know you're doing a lot of influencing in the community, and with the same idea and concept that you all have about empowering young men and being like an example. Then if you think about it, I'm the only female that's even around in South Georgia that can go on popular shows and not have shirts on, to not have this whole ghetto persona, right, to still be me. So that's where my passion is. So when I say that, it's like I don't want people to think like ghetto, you know what I mean, like Queen Ursula. It's like, because that's the only thing that they see females as nowadays. So I strive to be myself, like as far as that, because sometimes when I see somebody, they're like, oh, the queen here, she this and this, and it's like my personality and me. I really, really love to let people, I say, hey, meet me as a person. Don't go by just a title and you putting me in the same era as these other young popular women. I'm different from them.
Right. So it's a negative connotation that goes when people say ghetto. Like, what exactly is, because I don't know, like I feel like it's something wrong with what do we classify as ghetto? Is it a way of life? Is it a place? You feel me?
Yeah.
Or is it an attitude? So what exactly is it? Because where we came up at is considered the ghetto. That's where I came from. You feel me? But that didn't mold me. Right? So what exactly is the stigma that attached to what we consider the ghetto? Cause I don't know how religious you is or spiritual, but Jesus, Nazareth was like Hudson Docket.
Well, it's not the location. So let's first clear that up. Like, when I say ghetto, or when anybody really in today's time say ghetto, they're more than likely going off of someone's actions, how they act and how they carry themselves. Because I can have, you look at some of these artists that are millionaires, but don't they still have ghetto tendencies? They living in mansions. So it's about how you carry yourself. You know, if I'm walking in a store and I have a head rag on, that's ghetto. I don't care where you're going. To me, that's ghetto.
The way your head rag.
If you got up and you don't put your clothes on, then I see that as that's something that's ghetto. That's something that's frowned upon. Like, you get up and do your hair. Like, that's
you should get up and do your hair.
Exactly. And when you don't, you cannot be offended when someone says that's ghetto.
Okay.
You just can't, you know what I mean? So it's not, and I get where you saying, like in your time area where people said the ghetto, because it was advertised, you know, as that. But that's a location, because the ghetto, that's a location. But when I say ghetto, I mean, look at these artists, look at how they acting, like, and you have people that don't even come from, males or females, from a background like what you're saying is the location of the ghetto.
Right.
They won't even live there, and they'll be in the suburbs, and they get older, and they want to try to act what hard supposedly is.
Like Ja Morant.
And they're not even like that.
Like Ja Morant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near even like that. So I feel like ghetto is someone's actions.
Okay.
So you say, let me chime in a little bit, that you kind of got my juice from. You say it's not location, but I'm going to say the location is where you seen everything. You feel me? Like the ghetto is sometimes where you learn the action from, the people around you, because your environment. Like wherever you woke up at and you saw that, that's where you picked up those behaviors from.
Most definitely.
Now it's up to you, myself, Tim, it's up to us to find a different way to not mimic what we seen in the area that we grew up in. Cause just because we grew up here don't mean we got to act like that. You see what I'm saying? So I think it started with the location and the environment, and then that brings about the attitude. Now the people that you're referring to that looked at it, they seen it somewhere else
On TV.
on TV or saw somebody whoever they bumped into, like the influencers, like we talked about influencers we'll get into. The influencers, and they started trying to mimic the influences, the negative influences that they were surrounded by.
Yeah. So with me, how I think of it is, and I hope both of y'all will definitely understand when I say this. When it comes to that, a location, at the end of the day, y'all, a parent, a mom, most of the time it's a woman that has like a Hudson Docket or Orly West. Okay, that means you have to have a certain financial income to even qualify for that location.
Right.
So them kids and people cannot help where they growing at, but they mindset and they actions, they can. It could be the most intellectual people it was. A lot of athletes came out of them type of areas and they said, I'm gonna make a way out. So it's decisions and actions that people have to be held accountable for. And it's not about the location. It's about how you carry yourself. I can sit up here and be homeless, but do I have to act like no?
Right.
I need to come up with a plan, make sure I do my schoolwork like the kids or there's adults there, and do what you can to get out of it. But that's just somewhere where you temporarily at. Because look what it's called, temporarily housing.
Temporary housing, yeah.
So it's not forever. You get what I'm saying? So people take that. I'm telling you, a lot of times it's people that's on TV, that they see the stuff on TV. They don't even naturally live that life because, like you both have said, if you grew up that way, who want to grow up as an adult and go do that?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how you know people are pretending and putting on, because if you grew up like how my mom grew up, in Coffee County, they were poor and had to grow their own food and stuff like that. And my grandmama, she wasn't able to even read or write because they kept them in that. They couldn't go to school.
It was in the field.
Yeah, they was in the field. So it was something that was instilled in me in the beginning, that's something you had to do. My mama's still working. She'll say, I don't want you to work until this age. I need you to get a job. You can retire early. So it's that kind of stuff that you see, that mindset that has carried me as a child to now, to make sure I have over enough education so I won't ever be in no situation like that. Education and therapy-wise, 2 careers, because I won't ever fall under.
Right.
That's just the mindset.
Yeah, but that's a slippery slope right there. You know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes you have what we call exceptions. You know what I mean? And the exceptions is the few, but the many, you feel me, that's behind, that don't think like Queen Ursula or Ty D, who went to college and got his marketing degree and all this stuff. They don't think like that. But they was there. Same project, same everything, right? Had the same opportunity, right? But sometimes this the shiny stuff that throw you off.
Well, I guess because I've seen people that are in the same household and they got the same portion that everybody did that mama and daddy gave, or just mama gave, grandma gave. But you got one that may go own a business, one athlete, then you got one that's gonna still do their own thing.
Oh yeah, that's
you
all
get
of
what
us.
I'm saying?
That's
Like
all of us.
you're gonna have all of that.
Yeah, that's a
There's
fact.
gonna be
Yeah,
no
that's a
matter, everybody broke bread together at the same time, and it's just like everybody gonna still choose their own path and what
Most
they
definitely.
gonna want to do in life.
So that's a like I say, that's a slippery, and I ain't trying to really attack that too much, you feel me? Cause I go real in depth on a situation like that, because not only from experience, but from researching that, like trying to see why. And even in the Moynihan report, and they talked about how the government was sending people back in to study how people were living in inner cities.
Yes.
Yeah, that's us.
Yes.
So when they were coming back in to study the people in the inner city, they understood where to keep them at. They put a ceiling right there.
Yeah.
So a few people might slip through the crack, but the masses ain't getting out. You feel me? So even in the same household, everybody ain't gonna share the same ideas. Tadi might have got tired of coming home and ain't no lights on or something. Ain't got tired of eating that thick cheese in that box. Tired, hey man, I'm tired of eating the cane syrup. I want some Butterworth. You feel me? So he got old enough, made it to the point he was old enough, got him a job. You feel me? He ain't go to hustling and trying to, you out and still. When he got him a job, where he was at Burger King, boy.
That's where I started at.
Yeah, so
Have it your way.
So in the house with X amount of siblings, it wasn't the mindset of the household, but each individual had to have a certain fire.
Yes.
And some people's flame might be flickering.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you know, sometimes we don't know what it takes to ignite that flame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming from that, I can't ever discount. But I understand what you're talking about ghetto now, because I was at the courthouse downtown, the one by the fire department, and I seen young people trying to come in the courthouse like shorts on. I was like, this court, my boy. You feel me? Like, you can't come to court. Now you finna get a contempt. Or you gonna get a warrant put on you. Cause they gonna say you got to leave, go home. They coming to court with shorts on, them things on their head like you was talking about. So I understand that. And yeah, like we some lost souls out here. Yeah, but I just hear, you know, we'll throw that word ghetto around.
But you know something though, it doesn't even matter what color you are either. You can be any type of race. And that's why I think,
Okay.
Yeah. It's some people, I have Caucasian friends, Hispanic friends, and they'll do the same thing. And that their actions, it's just based off of their actions and solely, you know, how they carry themselves. So that doesn't target just African Americans. That's more like Hispanics, Caucasian people. I mean, I have friends that she'll send me a picture of her, right? Oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm looking ghetto. And it's just like, it's just funny, like how they are. And so it's just like, you see that, and that's another thing that everybody need to understand. When we say ghetto, we do not mean that we're talking about African Americans, because the number one thing that sometimes we do is we down our own race. We put our own self in that situation, because we've all been to different places, and it's Caucasian people living in Hudson Dock and Early West. It's Hispanics.
Most definitely.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So we can't just say, well, that's where the black folks live, or that's where African Americans live. It's not like
that's
that.
what predominantly.
It's predominantly, yes. But just to rule it out and say that's where we live. Why can't we be living in the country club too? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but see, when we think of the inner perimeter, who we thinking of?
Yeah, we ain't out there. Yeah, Tadi out there though. Yeah, we ain't out there.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, sometimes we have to grab people and be like, wait a minute, Caucasian people over here. Wait a minute, black people stay over here. Wait a minute, this is right here.
Yeah. So
you get what I'm saying? It's our job to be like, hold up, like, don't die. Because I'm very, very, very protective of my race. Okay. I'm like,
you sure?
Very.
Oh, okay.
Very. Like, I am someone that is
I'm gonna be watching you now.
Yeah, I'm somebody that is for like African American rights and correcting people, because if we don't correct us and our own people, how can we expect someone that is not of our race not to understand?
Say that again.
If we whenever we are talking with somebody, if we don't protect or stand up for our own race,
right,
then how can we expect someone of another color to be able to understand what we are talking about if we just let stuff go on?
Okay, I got you.
Like, I'm very sure that both of y'all, if y'all were at the courthouse, you saw somebody, and you may not have had a chance to stop that young person, but I'm sure that you may have took the time just because the person that y'all are and say, hey, did you know that you were supposed to wear this and this and this to that? And then what get me is people don't ever offer to that next step. You'll say, well, hey, you're supposed to wear this type of shirt or pants and not have this on your head. But do you ask, well, hey, do you think you may need? Is that the issue?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want them to miss court because they don't have something to wear.
Right.
But people miss that step number 2 of you can talk about it, but how much have you actually provided? How much education have you given that majority of where those court cases are coming from? You get what I'm saying? So it's that part that to me is like, what have you done? Because a lot of people they down our own race.
Most definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but then, so it's just like, take some of the stuff, and we all guilty of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and some people, and I learned that from my girls.
Except me, of course. I never do that.
So I got a question when you finish.
Oh, you got
So we was talking over there. I see your beautiful young daughter. She with you, so you exposing her to positive. You expose her to good things. I am beautiful. But like Tim said, you got some people that's little girls that's in that situation, Hudson Docket, Orly West, that may fall through the cracks. Like that fire ain't there. They might not be mentally strong enough. They may need a Queen Ursula. So when you doing your I Am Beautiful Queens, I be seeing you around with the little girls, and I be seeing y'all take pictures. Is there a target audience? Is there a location that you're trying to touch, or are you open? Because some need it more than others. If you know what I mean. Like some young ladies, they got it. They got a good foundation. They got mom and dad in the house. They don't have to worry about anything. For instance, my daughters, they pretty much good. But they'll probably be someone who's joined. But those other young ladies, they rough around the edges. They in Hudson Docket. They in Orly West. They don't mind as much. They may be acting ghetto, as we say. It may be a little disrespectful. Do we target those young ladies that may need it? Because me and Tim, we went, and I'm going to say this, we went down into the Mildred Hunter Center, and we were told, I ain't got room for everybody. That's what I was told. And that kind of threw me, because I was like, the person before you, he invited everybody. He welcomed everybody with open arms. No matter where you came from, you remember you could come in here. You see what I'm saying? So kind of speak to that, like the ones that really need it. Like, can we get those? We may be able to save some of those that really need it.
Well, I taught at New Bern for the past, this past year was the first year I didn't teach, but as a therapist, but I taught those previous years at New Bern. And so I have been the Lowndes County High School head, 9th grade girls basketball coach. I done coached in varsity over there at Brooks County for volleyball and track. So when I came into Valdosta to see the school systems, the first school I taught at was New Bern. So I noticed things that I had never saw before because I'm from Coffee County. And I noticed that those young ladies, that they needed guidance. So I do a lot of stuff in Hudson Docket and Orly West. So I have my own classroom and everything at New Bern. I have my own classroom, and the program is at Salis Mahone. It's at S.L. Mason. It's going to be at New Bern. And me and Dr. Marshall, we sat down on the 27th and signed a contract, and the program is full blown at the high school now. So my 8th grade, my babies that are going from elementary to Valdosta Middle and New Bern, I can still catch them. Then my ones that were in middle school in New Bern, and they fixing to go to a whole nother era at the high school, I can catch them. I got them, and I have them for life. And my students that I taught, matter of fact, I started off young teaching high school. So a young lady, one of my old students, Dariana Fountain, she is over there in Quitman, and she said, Miss Clark, and before I even came up here, she said, can I do a test run on your hair? So she's gonna do my hair tomorrow, and she's 23. I got students that's 23, 24. So it's like I have no choice but to act a certain way because I can't be out here doing this, but I target them, and I'm being honest with you, and this is just something that's just really honest. I know a lot of different type of girls. You have people that will target the girls that are less fortunate, that have low self-esteem, right? Okay, what about, and I have them on lock. What about these, and all girls are beautiful, but girls that you see that people think have it all together.
Right.
You know, the hair, they got this and they have all this. Those girls have low self-esteem too because it's a lot of pressure that is on them.
That
and a lot of
live
people,
that,
they look at them and they're like, oh, she's fine. Let me go to this little girl over here.
Right.
They don't get that cuddling. They don't get that because of how they look. And I'm an advocate for each and every last thing. People will look at me and think I don't go through anything. But it's not true. Why can't I? You know what I mean? Why can't somebody ask me how I'm doing? But do I need to look sad or not do my hair today for me to get some attention? You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's why it's so important because people are like, well, you over there at Sally's too. And then you over here. Because all of them need that. All of them need, and if it's about nothing else, it's about building a sisterhood. And it is about them developing friends, meeting, doing activities together. And just like a sorority. Everybody may seem fine, but you have them certain people that it's just like you talk to your sorors you gonna come to because at the end of the day they in school together. I come have my meetings, I talk to them, but they may be in the same classroom. They may be on the playground and a little boy done said something to them and they on the swings crying. I'm developing them to be able to all develop leadership skills so as a whole that our next generation will be fine. That if nothing else, one may be okay, one may have low self-esteem, but one may be more of a leader. And like, you know, are you okay? You're okay. Then she developed a skill that's going to help her and other ones. It's like I prepared a meal and then I send it out.
So you creating leaders.
Yes. Because beautiful stands for beautiful, excellent, amazing, unique, talented, intelligent, fabulous, unstoppable leaders. So that's what beautiful stands for. So that's the ultimate goal. For them to be leaders.
That's long, now.
But hey, it's an acronym for beautiful. You know what I mean? So it's not just, oh, I am beautiful future queens. It's about helping build them up. And they may have a brother, and that's what I teach them. You may have a brother that's going through something. Uplift him too. I don't just teach them about girl stuff. I teach them about empowerment, empower as a whole.
So what type of pushback do you get? Because like a lot of our parents today are not cut from that same cloth like your grandma who couldn't work and read and all that. They different. So when you try to approach a parent that feel like they children straight, she don't need that. Do you ever encounter?
Well, I send out a permission slip. So the kids and the parents, they come to me. Right. So it's not like, I try to make somebody that don't really want to do it. They'll come to me. And that's the reason why I have the meetings at the school to help be for the parents. That way they don't have to come bring the kids back, that they can just pick them up like it's like an after school type thing. But when they do, I let the parents know, and I'm very realistic with them. I let them know that one day I already know what the program is about. But I tell them, like, I did my part. Like, I'm bringing the kids here. I'm here. And I let them know. When you let people know you can call me anytime, you can text me anytime, that opens up plenty of doors. And the parents, then the therapist side of me come out, they want advice. They want how to, because they're going through so much themselves that it's like, what am I doing? And they trying to understand their child, but me helping them guide through stuff, that's where the family part comes in, where it takes a village to truly raise children. So they'll have me there, they have their parent, but they have me there as well, because my expectations are higher, and I'm able to really teach the parents about something, because I will sit there and they like, well, I'm overwhelmed with this, and I tell them, I'm a single mom. I'm in grad school. I have two to three shows. I'm a teacher. I'm a therapist. You can make it, honey. And that's what I teach every last one of them girls. That's why I always say, when I tell you inside, I'll meet everywhere I go. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm actually proud of that.
Okay.
I'm so proud of it, because I've shown so many different people that you can do it, especially with Alpha Kappa Alpha. Like, it is something that some people that but it's just something that it's a stereotype that you have to have it all together. But as a single mom and a woman of empowerment, you can do it.
I was gonna veg it back off.
I had raped my daughter with that Alpha stuff.
You said where?
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, no, that's the first and the finest.
Yeah.
I was
That's
gonna
the
veg
first
it back
and
off the
finest.
question.
She'll never go wrong with that.
Yes, yeah.
Because them pink and green, that reigns supreme.
I heard that.
So
We'll talk about that later.
So one of the challenges me and Tim are facing, we go to New when we go in a Hudson docket, and we're looking at the environment. We reaching out to the young man, but they may see us. We may give them some hope. We might give them guidance. We might sponsor a child. We might speak life into them, motivate them, try to get them on the right path. But you got that child going back to that same toxic environment. You know what I'm saying? When we get through talking, once they leave us, because we ain't taking them home with us. We could take them somewhere. We could take them bowling. We could take them to the fun fair. We could do things. We could do these activities that we talk about. But once we take them back home and relate it to the female, to the toxic environment, whether you got a toxic mama, she on drugs, or like you say, you grow up with your lights off, or just your living conditions in general. Speak to those challenges with those girls. Because once you get on that Queen Ursula, you get on that beautiful, now they going back to this. And that's when, the other reality set in, they day-to-day life. So talk about those challenges.
Well, you get to know every individual child. Whenever you have, no matter how big or small, when you're working with kids or people as a whole, you get to know them as a whole. Now, when you have group sessions, like how you say y'all going to the fun place or y'all talking to them as a whole, yeah, it may go in one end, not the other. But when you talk to that one child and you get to know their little lifestyle by little questionnaires that you give them and little stuff like that, you can always pull them to the side. And I give all of them my personal number. And I call and I check on every last one of them, because even if they don't call me, I'm going to call them. No matter how many, that list makes over 100. And there'll be a day that I sit there and I'm going to call them and I'm going to talk with them to see if everything is okay at home. And to make sure, because you can tell when you really, that's just like with your kids. You can tell when something's wrong. You get what I'm saying? So them are like my kids.
If you paying attention to them.
Yeah. They're like my kids. Where it's just like, I can look at one, but what's wrong with you? And then that's when they'll say this, and this. And me being in the education field and also being in the therapy field, confidentiality is very important. You have to build that trust too. Because if they see you like talking about another child to somebody else, then that's gonna break that trust. But if so that's why actions, whenever you're in a leadership role, actions gonna always speak louder than words. Because if I go do something and then they see me go do that, then everything I done work for really just
that's gone.
Yeah, it's
that's
gone
out of here.
if I go do that. So it's just getting to know each and every last one of them individual, and you'll be able to tell their personality. You call, you check on them, then you'll be able to do that. Not just when it's a group thing. And some of them I have a remind on a group chat, and I can kind of tell, and I send them prayers, and we keep God in it too.
Okay.
Because if y'all attend a church, then you have a day and say, well, hey, we all gonna meet at this church. We'll go out to eat afterwards. But nothing is anything without God. When you put God in it, that's something they're gonna hear from not just you, me, this other person in life since the beginning of time. You can always go back to what they learned from that scripture where it started.
So when you kind of answered it, but it's still like they still have to go back. So do you redo it every day?
We have each month we'll talk about different topics. So one may be about self conflict, self-respect. So one may be about hygiene. We may get into that. We may get into like respecting yourself, accountability. So each month may be different when it comes to that now, depending on the topic, because my topic at the high school may be different. And I'm very in depth. You know what I mean? Like when I say very in depth, we talk about what's real, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a very honest person.
Ain't no time to talk about nothing that ain't real.
To the extent I go, that's the reason why we have permission slips. I don't just tell my girls, oh yeah, you use protection, this, and this. I actually show them how to put, their own, to actually show them what they need. So then they're not going
that's
because
in depth.
that's why I said that's in depth because how many kids are gonna go ask their parents, can you go buy me a condom? You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, do you want your child? But see, that's the thing. But do you want them to go in there and get the wrong thing and something be done bust and she pregnant or done got a disease and she's 17 years old and she got to live her life with something that would have been simple as no, get this.
Right.
Or this may irritate your area. That's something that a male can, they can't answer.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So they don't understand it. They just trying to, they protection. They go get anything. Something out the little darn, the little gas station. Yeah, it's out the machine.
Yeah.
So it's like, but they not thinking about what that does to their private area. So I go into depth.
Yeah, that's depth. That's deep and
y'all looking like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why people like, let me see your child to Ursula. So Ursula teach you.
That's because us as boys and men and whatnot, we don't have to worry about that part.
it's easy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, look at my boy, just do it like this here, boy. Oh,
Now what type? We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
So let me ask you this, because I still feel like when you was in kindergarten, they reiterated the first one. They reiterated stuff in first grade, second grade. So it was a constant reminder, building blocks of what you learned. Mm-hmm. So do you talk to the parents about what you teaching them, what your expectations are? So when they get home, because that's the thing. So when they get home, the parent can be, especially the ones that need help, because there's some out there that need help. Like parents need Queen Ursula too. So the parents could be reiterating the things that you was training or taught, or the leadership skills the techniques you was teaching this young lady when they get back home. Because you don't want them to go back home and lose it, or go back home and be ghetto. Like around Queen Ursula, I'm act a certain way. But when
I get by my homeboy,
you get behind Mama back, or Uncle Tim back, or Toddy back, I'm gonna act a different way. Mm-hmm. So you still need that same,
I'm gonna fit in,
constant thing going on, even when they ain't around you.
Well, they have books. I provide them with that, and then I also have newsletters for them, monthly newsletters, so they'll know everything that's going on, what we discuss in the topics, and what important dates that's coming up.
You said the parents have books?
I give the kids the books, and then I go over it with the parents.
Oh, okay, baby.
Because if you give, I know that you give a child, when you give a child something, more than likely it's gonna get lost.
It ain't gonna make it home.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't happen.
Expect,
and I'm very hands-on. So when it's time for the kids to be picked up, I don't just sit in the inside of the school and they go out. I'm gonna go up to each car. Well, hey, we have this coming up. We have this coming up. I have this coming up. I have this. So each individual car, so the parents can see my face and they get to know me, because that's very important that they get to know me, because they can't have anybody just leading and guiding their child,
right? And
spending time and going places with someone that they're not familiar with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Toddy was just asking, and then you said like, we come from an oral tradition.
Yeah.
Black folk, you feel me?
Yeah.
We like to hear stuff, cause if you send a flyer home or something, man, them folks finna throw that junk in the garbage. They ain't, you feel me? Now the child might be adamant, like, look, you got to read this, you got to sign this, you feel me? But a parent might be, mine just
dismissive.
All over the place, and that child now really want to go wherever it is that y'all going or taking them, and they might don't even be paying attention to none what the child's saying. So my thing is, I find it hard to believe like every parent that you got is that willing. You feel me? Like every one of them.
I can show you right here.
I don't need no receipt.
No, I'm just saying, I just want to show you, because you two are very, involved with people. So what you'll do is, some people have a remind and some people have like a group me. So we have a remind. So you see how I Am Beautiful is right there. So anything that I put inside our group chat, and with people, I have the girls' names, but you see how it says parent. So I know what grade they in, the child, the parent. So the kids get the message, but the parents, yes, dads, all of them, they get the message. And so that's how I operate. Like their moms, whatever their name say that's how I know their grade level. Pearl, that's my middle school. So I keep up with that. And you see mom, but you may have some of my kids. You see dads.
Okay.
So it's like what I send them, the parents gonna get the same message.
Right.
And I don't have to.
So you going the extra. You going the extra mile to make sure they can't say that they got it. Yeah.
I personally do like that because my stepson, when he was at Valdosta High, it's like me and his math teacher kept in touch.
Exactly.
Math was like his worst subject.
Right.
So, like on Sundays,
yes,
she would send out reminders about homework and stuff like that. So then I went to check about it. And you can't tell me no.
Right.
Yes.
We got the same message.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
And you see how I just did this, and they're like, well, I didn't get this. I'm gonna be like, well,
you opened it up.
Sent this right here about this date right here.
And you opened it.
Yeah. So it's like I done put it out there. Then you have we have a social media page. So if it's like an event or something we created, then that's there. So to me, if I'm teaching the kids about accountability, a parent can't really say nothing if I done put it in here.
Well,
like it's accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability. Yeah.
You got
you got to hold them accountable.
accountability,
And so it's like I'll be like, no, I did. I sent this right here. I sent it to you.
Okay.
So that's how I really handle that. Because to me, and y'all definitely probably know this, documentation.
We don't know a lot of stuff, so we just
a documentation is gonna be the conversation any day.
Oh yeah.
Everything I have is gonna be
documented.
documented. It could be an email. It can be some
Text
paperwork at
message,
home,
it's gonna be-
text
yeah,
message. It's gonna be that because instead of me arguing with somebody, instead of me getting into it with somebody, and
Yeah,
instead of
shoot your
me
email.
having to get out of that,
Yeah.
I can say, "Now look,
Remember
this
what you had
said
said right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you do that, what can somebody say? You can't really
they'll
have,
find
you know what I'm
something to
saying?
say.
Usually they don't. They just be like, and the child will be like,
Oh, so
"Mama,
you
I
might
thought
be a bully then, cause
No, I
you
mean,
can show people that they were wrong and they feel gonna act like they were right around here.
well, I guess if
You
they
got to be a
reply,
bully now.
if you come correct and you say, well, Miss So and So, I did send it to you. Well, I didn't get it. Miss So, look at this right here. Now I said,
You open this up, yeah.
and what you do is you have to know how to, instead of us, you see how as a whole some people go left.
Right.
I'll say, well, this right here is the number I have for you. Do you have an updated number that I
Right.
can put inside of here, or an updated email
So
address?
you get professional on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if I get out of character, how is that going to help that child?
It's
Because
a
it's
whole-
obvious I don't have the parent number.
No, you ain't got no.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at the end of the day, just like parents should do, even when they getting into it, think about the child for real. I'm trying to think about this little girl that's wanting to be in this program. Let me ask the mom, well, hey, we can put as many numbers as we need to. Do you want to put dad and grandma's number in?
Everybody.
So that way we can make sure that little so-and-so has this request met. And usually they're like, oh, thank you so much, Miss Clark. Thank you for that. Because I go to extra extent.
Right,
Because
right.
who is it about? The
The
child.
child. At the end of the day.
It's about the child.
But yeah, sometimes we notice, like with me and Toddy and Devil, that it seems like we be trying to go harder for the children than the parents do. You feel me? Like, how am I outdo you for your children?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I asked you that question, because we done encountered that type of resistance where we put incentives in front of the child. We showing up for them. You feel me? We doing whatever it is that we can do, because we got homes to go to too. But it seems like the parents offer more resistance than the child do. Sometimes you'll see a parent might feel like you doing too much, and they'll take the child from around you. Like, I don't want him to go today, and you can tell that they'll slowly start. He not able to go today. He not able to hang out, and they'll just slowly take him away from whatever it is you're doing. So we see through experience parents that allow you to outperform them. Like, how you do that? Like,
Well, one thing that I always do, because it seems like you and Ty, y'all definitely have a good heart for this. No, I mean, but you know something, continue to do that. Everybody's not gonna be on board. You may only be able to help 1 or 2 kids out, but as long as you have done the very best, everything that you have done, then you be fine with that. And that child, when they may not be today or tomorrow,
right,
but when they get older, they gonna remember with you.
That.
They gonna remember Mr.
If
Ty
they
that
live.
came and sit there. But you know that's the thing. The best thing you can do really just pray for, and you keep offering. You keep doing it. Or a lot of times I get the kids number 2 because their parents may forget something, but I'm telling you, if a child say, well, Miss Clark say, well, I got to be here. Miss Clark say I got to be here. Miss Clark say we got to be here. They gonna aggravate their parents so bad to the point it's ridiculous. So I don't just go through the parents. I get the kids number 2. So it's like that's what's in my remind. Because if they're gonna have a phone, they need to be talking about something positive. Because I may send something, good luck on your GMAS test. You know what I mean? Like, so that's not something for the parents. That's for them.
Right.
So if it's stuff like that, but don't you ever stop. Don't you ever
No, I never stop.
Yeah, if you may only be able to touch 1 or 2 people, but guess what? You have lived and done your purpose on this earth, because you gonna have negative people that's gonna be jealous.
Yeah,
of another male figure trying to come in their child life, or if stuff not going their way, or how y'all two are married and moms are more trying to be fresh. Right. You know what I'm saying? Than trying to
we try not to talk. We try not to talk to moms too much.
But see, those are the ones that's raising the kids.
Right, you do right. But we try to when it comes to situations like that, we try to have more than one person there every time. You know what I mean?
And that's how y'all should be. Yeah. But it's just the fact of like knowing your audience, and it's gonna be parents that and it's sad, they gonna be trying to sit up here and find a stepdaddy, like some males that you know they trying to find a stepmom, but it's a boundary and it's a line. And when them people know that you there for their kids, then the sky is gonna be the limit. And that's one thing with how some people lose some teammates or something, or I may lose a girl or 2 and they not come back. They may see them girls doing all them activities, and them other girls asking her, well, why wasn't Karen here? Why wasn't Lily here? Why wasn't so-and-so? Them parents will call, Miss Clark, can you talk to her? Can she come back? I said, the door is always open. It's always open. Are you ready to get on board with this?
It'd be the parent. And
I asked them, I'm very direct now.
Yeah.
I'm be honest about that. I'm very direct. Are you ready to get on board? Because the in and out, I'm always be there for them. But I'm not gonna have respect for you if you shine her when you confuse her. Cause we gonna have to be on the same page.
It's just like when we be at the gym and people will come up here and they'll be talking to me about bringing their children to the gym. And I be like, the gym ain't no daycare center though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So you can't bring your children here and drop them all.
Yeah.
Cause I got a whole group here that I got to be, it's just one of me. You feel me? So I got to be attentive to the ones that's been here 5 years. They need my presence, cause now they more advanced. So they need my presence more than the new people, because I got to catch them up to them. Yes. Right? But these guys that's been here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they actually fight. You see what I'm saying? So they need my attention, and parents might bring a 3-year-old in there.
That's why I have an age limit.
Yeah. What I'm finna do with that?
Yeah, I have an age limit. And I was strictly middle school to high school, but then I was like, let me go from 2nd grade on up. And then they also separated too. So I do my little rubies. I do them on a separate day. My pearls different. My diamonds, that's different.
Right.
Because I can't talk to my 12th graders about something I can talk to about a 2nd grader.
Definitely not.
We can't. I have to have them separated, and their parents know that.
Yeah, I'm limited on time, so I have to get them all at one time. You feel me?
I mean, and then I definitely get it, but it's one of the things, have an age limit and let parents know, that it's not a daycare. And sometimes I do parent engagement activities to have to make them stay there.
Y'all got to stay.
Yeah, y'all have to stay and really help.
Let me show you how to do this, and you do that with him.
Exactly. And sometimes the parents, because we talking about generational curses too, they may not know no better. Nobody ever told them the same stuff that y'all telling them kids. They may not even know. So that's what my mindset be like.
They definitely don't know.
Yeah, because if that was the case, y'all,
y'all wouldn't be dealing with this.
Y'all wouldn't be dealing with. They wouldn't. Them kids wouldn't leave this meeting and go home to a chaotic situation. Because their parents, they're just like when you go to church. Okay, you get out of church, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
You gonna be holy. You ain't in the mess as if it was Friday night. Sunday, you got, you know what I'm saying?
Sunday.
Sunday. After you get out of church, you done heard the word, you on your best behavior. You ain't,
Friday.
But if it's Friday night,
it's a different time.
You done got out work, you tired.
Friday night,
Exactly.
Get right back right Sunday.
Yes. So it's different.
You definitely introducing us to the Queen Ursula that we didn't know.
Yeah.
You wear a lot of hats. And you do a lot, like just going from your story here, where you came from, where you been, where you at now, where you going. Do you feel like you get stretched thin, like you need a team or something? But like Tim said, like it's like you going the extra effort. You got from second grade on up to high school, right? Mm-hmm. So do you get stretched thin? Like Tim, I don't know, his schedule, like he just keep trying to put stuff in his schedule. I don't know why. He don't believe in sleep like at all. Like he's sick or something. But do you get stretched thin with everything you got your hands in? Like, do you feel like you need somebody on this side of you, somebody on this side of you, like females, to be on kind of like the same thing that you're on?
I have a team.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so okay. I have at least 3 teachers at Salas. I have 3 at Newbern. I have 3, and plus myself not going to be over there at SL Mason. And I have a main person that's over there at the high school. And I have all the support with admin as well. So that's administration. So to make sure we all on the same page.
You know admin mean? You're like,
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, but see, the thing is, other people may not, you know what I'm saying? So making sure that we all on the same page. So I have a team. And we have our own separate group chat that I may say, like I said the other day, I was like, look, y'all, I'm trying to find this location because I'm not from here. And they're from here. So it may be something that they know this person that can get me a discount on a building. I don't even know. I never even heard this location.
You have a bit nigga, you gonna have all the plays.
Yeah, you definitely got the next.
But it's people like him that has helped.
How big Nick? You got a team.
So it's just, and with them, and just shout out to Tremaine, because even with my classroom, he just like, well, make a wish list, and then they gonna donate. The host, like, he gonna donate to my classroom because they believe. And I'm sure now, you know what I'm saying, y'all believe in what I do, because I may be sitting there in the station, I'm talking and trying to make something happen, and Tremaine like, I just donated to Miss So-and-so class. Man, I put your wish list up. I ain't donating nothing to you. I need my tax write-off. Like, he gonna get money, but he still gonna run his mouth.
Right. My daughter, she a teacher. So
and you know, they be needing that, so we be needing them donations and stuff. So
you got a wish list, man.
Yes, and that's what I'm finna go to first grade. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was taught older kids. So this gonna be my first time, but it's that networking, and I have a team, and they are amazing. I mean, amazing, and the team is growing. But I'm telling y'all, one thing I don't play, Ty, is if you on my team, you getting a background check, you getting fingerprinted.
What you checking for?
Because I don't want no pedophiles. I don't want nobody that's around my babies, because with me working for DFAS before, as a therapist and family team meeting before, women messing with kids just as much.
Most definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't want nobody around that they got no whole criminal record, or I'm sitting here with thousands of dollars because my girls done worked out here all day, and I'm sitting here with a boatload of money. I don't have time to go to the bank, and I'm like, well, can you take this here? All my money gone out here, none from them. You get what I'm saying? So I need people and then most of the time they're teachers, but the people that's on the outside, parents. I said, well, do you mind getting a background check? And they love it. Because they know that, okay, well, hey, I have to work. But they know when they see people out there, they're going to be like, oh, she done had them have background check. That's why they are so trusting into me, because of stuff like that. I don't play that.
You definitely need to know.
I don't play that. And a lot of dads, they want to help grill and do that. I said, well, just go get a background check, and you more than welcome to do it. And they're happy. They love that. Because as a dad, both of y'all as a dad, if you wanted to help me out and grill and stuff, and I said, well, can you?
Yeah, I won't check my background.
But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. And I said, well, hey, I need you to get a background check. Right. And if I ask Ty the same thing, and then Ty wanted to go get a background check, you gonna feel comfortable with your baby being there because I made Ty, and then I made Ty go get that government paperwork, not what he's sitting there just saying to you what he have and have not did. I have the paperwork from a real background
Yeah, I
check.
growed up in that ghetto. You feel me? So,
Yeah, that's definitely when you're dealing with young girls, young ladies especially. So yeah, that's
that place called the ghetto.
that's definitely a bid that you make them do that.
Because they need that trust. I mean, if y'all knew how many like girls are being molested and touched, that stepdads are touching them, they're pregnant, they don't know. So that's why I'm like, it's at an all-time high. And so it's just like one time when I was, and I'm gonna be quick because I know y'all gotta go. But when I was teaching 6th grade, one of the girls, she just was like, Miss Clark, I'm about to die. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I'm bleeding down there. And I'm like, baby, that should be, no one ever talked to you about that. Didn't have no idea. And so that's what made me start the program, is because I had to take time. I bought a little pouch, showed her how to be clean, have wipes in there, keep stuff with you. Your cycle may change. It may not be the same thing. Don't ever say, oh, my period on. Keep that to yourself. Put something in your little book bag. Put a little body spray thing inside of there. Make sure you roll it up and be neat with it. You have to teach them that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because otherwise, they'll just flush down the toilet.
Cause see, that's that's going back to like with our grandparents. Like, see, like my grandma for sure. You know, they hung their clothes on the line, but they never put their underwear on the line. You feel me? So like certain stuff, like you just described, those things are sacred.
Yes.
You don't put that out front for everybody to see. So our grandparents then hang they underwear, the women, and hang they stuff on the line like that. And those values that we talked about that we had then, like that conversation that you had with that girl is kind of reinstilling those type of values. You feel me? Because certain stuff is made to be not seen, right? But nowadays, you know, our girls and boys tails are out.
Yes.
Right? They whole tail is out.
Yes.
And it ain't the tale of two cities neither, you feel me? It's the real deal.
Yeah.
Right? So when you are having those conversations with the young ladies, teaching them how to, you know, wrap up, put it in, you feel me, get the pouch. You know, I got girls, so I know how it go, you feel me? I was home, my oldest daughter got, and I was by myself, I ain't know what to do. You know, I called my wife immediately, hey, what's going on here? You feel me? So she had to walk me through it. You know,
you know, it's a lot of single fathers. There are
it's a lot. I know a
so
lot of
many,
single fathers.
but a lot of people don't even know that. It's so many single fathers that have girls. Yeah. And it's just like they are, and that's why I'm so available, because I may have males that their dads may call and say, so-and-so just started her period. Oh my God. And their mom is dead. You know what I mean? Or it's something. So it's just like they don't have anybody. And so I just walk her through it, ask how she feeling, ibuprofen, you know, stuff like that. Because as a grown man, he like, well, I'm fixing to go buy some tampons. I'm like, no, you can't put that up her. This her first period. Like, she never had nothing. Let's get the, the pads and show you how to do it. And I'm available for that because they don't know. But that's how, you know, but that's one thing that I pride myself on is y'all don't ever sugarcoat stuff. Like with my girls, and just like boys, I don't sugarcoat it out. Everybody gonna have to have their first heartbreak.
Guaranteed.
That's something that's gonna be guaranteed.
You ain't no human if you don't get your heart broken.
People don't think that.
They ain't gonna listen to you when you tell them that.
Yeah, I just try to tell them how to
I love me, I love him, he love me. What you talking about? Yeah, we gonna be together forever. They don't believe in puppy love.
Yeah, guaranteed to get your
They
heart
gonna listen to you, Queen Ursula. My man love me. The girl say,
mine come to me crying, honey. They be like, oh my God, I just caught him cheating. Why Miss Clark, he cheating on me? And I'm just like, what in the world? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's but I cuddle them because I'm like, you know, that's their first little heartbreak. But that mine come to me crying. So it's just like somebody done cheated or they
I'm talking about that initial conversation where you telling them
about boys.
He might break your heart. That initial conversation may be like, I don't believe you. He love me. I
These
love him
children
too.
nowadays so detached from emotions though, so they might don't get no heartbreak.
Well, it's one of them things, like I get, like how you just said, it may be one or the other. But then what go on in girls' world, they'll start to trust that boy, but then they won't be friends with that girl anymore. So that's where I have to tackle the other part about your friendship. Don't fall out with this girl about this and this and this because of a boy. So it's just like they'll be like, because the boy wouldn't want the girl around the other friend, like, oh, she do this, I don't want you. And they end up being friends with the person they've been friends with from kindergarten.
That happen a lot.
Exactly. So it's like, y'all done fell out about something he done said, a little boy done said. And then y'all done threw a whole friendship just out the door, and now all of a sudden she fake, she done switched up, she on that type of time. And then I bring them two together and I talk to them about it. And I'm very realistic. Like if them people call me at that school,
you explicitly will.
And one thing, and two, I also a lot of parents have given me access to like the kids. So say for instance, if they grades or something, and I come up there during the middle of the day and I come check their grades, I don't play that. I don't just be out there for, just the good stuff. No, I'm finna look at their grades. We gonna do report cards. I need to see everybody's stuff posted in the chat so I can get it. So I can go ahead and do my part. If you need math tutoring, then I got this teacher that can help you with math. I have somebody with English. And I can go ahead and get you to where you need to be. But I sat here and I told two girls, this is a true story. They had been friends since pre-K. Friends. They in 9th grade. They out here about to fight. Them people called me and said, you know so-and-so about to fight. I went to that school. And I said, okay, come on. So we went there. I said, let's fight. Let me see it.
Yeah. Do
fight.
Your thing.
Yeah. Well, we right here. Fight. Go ahead and fight. Right here? I said, you didn't like her?
Yeah.
You were just saying that y'all wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it without an audience. Because you're looking for a show.
Yeah.
And I would do that with my students. I mean, I would really sit there, and because most people, they finna fight, they hit the button. I said, y'all go ahead.
Oh, yeah, my uncle used to do
go
that.
Go there. And guess what? I didn't have not the first fight in my classroom because they knew I wasn't finna get up and entertain it.
Yeah, we ain't have no crowd. Y'all fight.
Y'all go ahead and y'all fight. And guess what? They don't do it because it's for show.
Yeah, they don't want to fight.
If you don't call that principal down there, you just have your classroom door shut, and I'm like, if y'all ain't finna fight, let me move forward.
Yeah.
You go sit on yourself here. All right, y'all, let's get back to the lesson. And you won't have none of that. Now, that next classroom they may go to, that other teacher, I say, well, so-and-so them about to fight. Oh, okay. Next thing you know, you hear admin running down there. So we got so-and-so down here. Then you hear them out there talking to you. Yeah, wait, I see you in the street. Y'all was just in my classroom.
I ain't want to fight.
Like.
So you that old school teacher.
I'm like, do it. I'm going to test it. I'm going to say, let me see what you finna do.
What y'all going to do?
Yeah, because I want to see.
Yeah.
They're like, Miss Clark, why you break a fight? I got something to be this weekend. Y'all ain't finna break my nails, my hair. I got something I gotta do.
Yeah, I ain't breaking nobody fight.
Yeah, so I
go ahead.
So let me ask you this: Do you have like a contract for the people that something for them to fulfill to be in the program? Like, hey, for you to be this, these are the expectations. Let's say be average. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Now I have a
good attendance, be average, good attitude, respectful. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Do you have something that they have to sign in writing to be able to be a part of the beautiful Queen program?
Well, what I do is they have permission to go inside of there. We'll originally come up with goals, but I don't. I've had so many administrators say, well, do you want to just make it that if they have A's or B's? But then I'm taking away my audience. I'm taking away the ones that have the discipline problems. And that was the reason I started in the first place.
Right.
So I don't do that because I'd rather have them in a program and then I do a self-check-in with their teachers and they tell me how their attitudes have been from the beginning until now. So I reward them for the milestones and they improvement of grade. So I just put them under like a contract saying I will try to meet them expectations. But I don't never let them go because I teach them that when you fall, you pick yourself up. It's not how many times you fall. It's how many times you get up. Yeah. Because we all gonna have to learn lessons. And the only way we have learned them lessons is if it was mess going on.
Yeah, because that won't be that's counterproductive to get the ones with the A's and the B's. Cause
Yeah,
what kind of help you think they need? They already got A's and B's.
Yeah, you can't.
But
yeah,
you say,
trying to
hey,
help a finished product.
we want you to try to get to these, you know, B's.
You can still
whatever.
be a part of it, but I ain't
want you
part
to.
of
This
it.
what we want you to be at being in this program. Let's try to, you know, get some effort forward to make it to here. But if you already got A's and B's, all you gotta do is sustain that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That might not be
So
that hard. So
that's
yeah.
kind of like what I don't know if you remember Toddy when Gino was telling us that when we was going to Newbern, and he was telling us that the children that were getting good grades were saying, well, all the bad kids always have people coming to see them.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was saying about the girls.
Yeah,
Remember,
so do I need to be bad to
That's
get
how
some
it
of
is.
that attention?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
they get that's why kids act the way they do, and even adults, because that's what gets attention, the negative behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the kids that are on honor roll,
They don't get that.
they don't even get nothing.
Right.
It's like you just call their name during roll, they pass the test, that's it. But then little Johnny that cut up all the time,
He get all the attention.
He get all the attention.
Bringing some donuts.
Yeah,
He get the
let
Chick-fil-A.
little Johnny make a 75 on a test. Then
it's
everybody
over
get a
with.
piece of candy. But
Get
little
a whole
Lily done
pizza
made
party
all
for that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but little Lily done had A's since she been in 2nd grade, and
No
all she
love.
get nothing. All she get is a little PBIS party. What about them kids?
Yeah.
You get what I'm
that
saying?
is, PBIS.
It's just about that's an award that all kids get. So it's different behaviors that they have, and the teachers have an app on their phone where they can give them points. So how they really behave. So they being leaders or sharing. So it's stuff that all the kids know about. But it's just like I don't like when teachers go reward if Lil Johnny been bad for 2 weeks in a row and the one he have 2 good days. That is just, oh my God, he did so good. What about this child that
Do good all the time. Yeah.
So that child that did good all the time, and parents could do it too. But you know, I started rewarding because my parents told me that you making honor roll all out through the years. When they see your report card is expected, so they look at it and be like, "Oh, he just made honor roll again." Now it's the new norm, so they're used to it. So to them, it ain't nothing to get excited about. You gotta make 100 on your 1,800 on your SATs now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta outdo. So now with that child is consistently getting good grades, they gotta outdo what they did the last time to be impressive. Cause you already set the bar right here already. The bar here, so you gotta outdo.
You got
that.
to live that. See,
You
that's
see what
how
I'm
I used to do with my children. Like, I never rewarded them for report cards. You feel me? Cause I'm like, this what you go to school for. You
That's
feel
what
me?
you supposed to do.
Like, this what you supposed to do. So, and all of my children was pretty good in the classroom. It wasn't for the report. Now, of course, it was incentivized. You know, you might do something for them, but you know, I ain't getting you no $100 every time you making no honor roll, and I ain't buying you no shoes or nothing like that. But you might get to pick what you want to eat tonight. So.
I'm guilty of that. I guess because being a
I'm
single
guilty
mom,
too.
I'm guilty, and that's now she knew each 9 weeks, and she knows, and dinner, and then I can't help that her granny them gonna do their part because the grandma they gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to do with the outside
But
influence.
we leave Friday and we come back Monday. But since she's been on honor roll all year and did good, no for us, and we're going to Disney World.
Okay.
So it's like when
See, that's a year long.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm.
So it ain't like every time you got a report card.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like every 9 weeks, I ain't getting you no $200.
I know every time they do something wrong, something gonna happen. Like every time they get in trouble, you gonna do something. 9 times out of 10, you don't want school calling you out. And it could be every time. That one time, I'm gonna say this, you might let that one time, you might have a conversation. Any other time a child get in trouble, like I tell my don't bring no season here. So I'm set, don't bring no season here. Not saying that she got to be like me and be an A student, but I
That's
know
a standard.
I know what you capable. Not even
that's
the
a
standard. I know you capable of that. Now, if you just honestly a C student, you still putting effort for, but you just
Why wouldn't it be the standard though?
you just a C student. You trying, but if you making A's, and I know you making A's, and I know you could do this. Nah, you can't bring no C's in here. Don't bring no C's in. Cause I know what you capable
nowadays,
of.
when I was in school, we had D's and all that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's CF. right? Ain't nothing between the C's and the F's, right?
Now in Florida, it's still not like that. They still have
I
D's,
came
but
up
in
in
Georgia,
Florida.
then it's still like that in Florida.
Yeah,
Georgia
so,
just don't have no D's.
Yeah,
it's a
so
F, yeah.
it's C, then F's, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't the C be the standard? Like, don't come in here with no C's now, cause C's almost fail.
Yeah.
You feel me? That was my thought process when I was telling my children that, like, no, we ain't messing with them C's like that, cause it's almost like a F.
Cause we ain't doing just enough to get by.
Cause all you gotta do is
That's
just,
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You come in here with a C, you doing just enough to get by.
Yeah, that made me so mad when when report cards come by and real progress reports too. Then the parents post, everybody want to put their baby, stuff like that. I'm like, your child got an 89, a 74, a 65, and another 84, and you done posted it here.
Yeah,
You
can't
really done
post
put
that.
this up here? Or you posting them having, even if they got 3 B's and then a 72. Oh, I'm so proud of my little dunk. What you mean? You keep that to yourself and talk to little dunk about
Yeah,
that.
we gotta work on that.
Yeah, we gotta work that. Don't you sit there and act like you just proud of that now.
Yeah, he ain't won none of
So
that.
but they be cheesing like that he done did his part.
But see, that's that low hanging fruit.
So you set the bar here, that's what you
that's
gonna
that.
Yeah, that's what they gonna get.
Yeah, so if you saying don't bring no C's in my house, the child gonna fight hard to get her. So if you come in with a 79, I ain't really mad at you. You feel me? Cause he right there. I know you were fighting.
You still gonna be like bring that up
but
though.
don't come back with that no more.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
back. You feel me? But anything under 75, man, you might as well didn't go to school.
And what you got?
to school for?
What you
But
got
you know,
going
get
on?
me. Parents have access to Infinite Campus. That's somewhere where you can check and see their grades. Every
All
grade,
throughout
from,
the year, yeah.
every grade that's in it. That teacher can.
Yeah, that
pay.
came out
That
right
teacher-
when my children.
Yeah, they can
daily.
put. Yeah, that same you put that grade in. As soon as it's put in, that parent can go check that grade right there. Every referral, every time they done try to call, they have everything. So it just upsets when educators, they be like, how you just not seeing this 74? Like, I done put this stuff in here from August to October.
So let me ask you this, Queen Ursula. Let me ask you this: do you feel like younger parents that you deal with every day emphasize education as much as they should? Cause the same one that you was talking about put that 65 and all that on social media, like you know way possible you could have thought about education. When you put a 65, you posted that. Yeah, like so. Do you think? Cause I feel like education done took a step so far back. Now you got some people out here that still like tired of that. He on top of his children, about that you on top of your children. I ain't got no more children with him. I got grandchildren in school, but
You on top of your grandchild, you go to the school.
he don't even got no choice.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. But do you think parents then downplayed the level of education that they children need?
Yes, because the number one thing that people will say is because they influence, like, even though how people be like, oh, you don't need to go to college. College
Right.
is a whole experience. But at the same time, no matter what you do, you going to need to learn this curriculum I'm teaching you about, this math and this social studies and science, because no matter what job, and they be like, oh, I want to do hair, I want to cut hair.
That's it.
You still have to go be licensed. You still need to go to Wiregrass.
Yeah.
You still going to have to learn to
gotta
keep
be
up
able to
because,
read.
Right.
you got to be able to read to do that kind of stuff. So it's like, and that's what I tell people. I'm
You
like,
need to know what the inch look like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to know them type of measurements. And then, if nothing else, business wise,
Right.
you can't sit up here and
It's
have
a
these
whole
type of.
class in there.
It's a whole class, and it's
Yeah.
just like stuff with them type of fields is gonna change because the hairstyles I used to wear when I was younger, they're not even
they
relevant
ain't
now.
no more,
People don't
right.
know how to put lace fronts on stuff. You have to go back and keep learning, or you
Yeah, it's
gonna
called
lose
continuing
clients.
education.
Just like and I don't know what it's called, but you know how people get the little line up and have like little white little chalk line. Look
Yeah,
at
the
that.
chalk line.
But see, the thing is like they wasn't cutting hair like that back
Back in the
20
day,
years
no,
ago. You
no.
get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was something that everybody started to
That's
do.
an
They had to
innovation.
learn.
Yeah, we had
They
to
had to
learn.
learn that. Like you got to know which product, you got to know how to apply it. You can't put too much.
Right.
I mean, so it's stuff like that the kids failing to realize that, oh, I don't have to go to college. I can
Right.
just go on my own business. Do you know how much that take?
So that's my point right there, Queen Bird. That's my point right there. So now with, you know, our children is aspiring to be like content creators. Or I'm gonna be just like you said, I'm gonna do hair. Right? So now they don't feel like you need no education in order to do hair, right? Cause so the social media world that made everything look so easy, right? Yeah, you might learn how to cut hair on YouTube. You might learn how to put a lace front on YouTube. You might know how to, you know, do relaxers and perms on YouTube. But when you trying to step out here in this real world, yeah, so you still got to go to school for that.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't open no barber shop or no salon or no.
And you have to be licensed.
Without no license.
And then you want to try to own like this building. Y'all have to pay a mortgage on this. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do business stuff. You have to have the evaluation. If you trying to sell plates and stuff, you still have to. You know about the food department. Like they have to come do that. People don't realize. Exactly, but people don't think like that, and they don't think that if you really trying to have something, yeah, you can do hair. But is your goal to do hair at the back of your house, or is your dream to get you a real business? And then to me too, this is what I tell people: you really losing that money, because if I could have a hair salon, and I can charge people booth rent. I don't even have to know how to do hair.
Yeah, just run the booth.
And then y'all have to pay me a certain amount of money. Yeah. And see, people don't think like that. Why I ask people, why can't you be the person owning the put, and people have to pay you booth rent?
That's right.
Why?
That's right.
Because marketing, you know what I mean? Like with business wise, mortgage, you're gonna have to financially do that. And if you don't build your credit and stuff up, you already gonna have to have a house.
That's financial literacy.
Yeah.
You don't want no education.
Exactly.
So therefore you ain't gonna get none of those tools
none of that.
right there.
None of it.
So like all that is under the financial literacy
Exactly.
umbrella.
Yeah.
So we done downplayed education. Our boys, all of them going to the NFL and the NBA. If they don't make it, they failures. Yeah. Right? Then what else?
Yeah, that's what.
You feel me? Like what are we gonna do? Yeah. Like I supposed to go to the league. Yeah. So just like Michael Jordan said, out of 60 million or 600 million high school students fighting for 7 NBA jobs. How y'all think all y'all gonna make it?
How that work? That don't fit.
Exactly, it ain't gonna work. And
it's only on the average season in the NBA, it's only 450 players.
Exactly. And then they gonna go with who really is most popular. Cause look what happened with, you know, I'm a LeBron fan, but look what happened. If we looked at the stats of that other boy versus Bron's son, Bronny.
Oh yeah.
Who you really think should have won? But what was the Lakers gonna do for what? Advertisement and marketing, because whether you a Lakers fan or whether you are not a LeBron fan, I bet you that first game with him and his son, people gonna watch this.
Sold out.
And that so sometimes exactly.
Channel TV that
exactly night. Because everybody is gonna want to see that duo. But guess what? That young man that didn't. He let him thank God if he would have got his education in school, which I hope he did. Then God bless him with an education, because that's what you should be playing the sport for. Is so your mama them don't have to take out them loans. Your dad don't have to say that you get out of school and you good.
Yeah, so
and you able to do that.
So that's what I want to like know, cause our children nowadays got to be right now.
Microwave.
Like ain't no prolonging it. Ain't no like they even got a program now. Like me, I went to barbering school, and I got a master barber license, right? So that means I can do women hair and men hair, right? But they got a program now called Barbering 2, right? So Barbering 2, you stop when it comes to women hair.
Oh.
Yeah. So all you do is cut.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so it's 9 months instead of 18.
Made it easy for you. They broke the time now. Now it's your choice whether you want to be a master barber, right? So with me, I was older, so of course I got time for this. So I want everything. You feel me? I want it all. I want to be able to do everything. Right?
Yes.
But for the young people that want the quick flip, 9 months too long. I'm saying, boy, go ahead and get them L real quick and get in somebody's shop and grow.
Yeah, because somebody that have a real business, they ain't finna come let you work in, you ain't licensed.
That's been the
They're not
biggest
finna do
issue
that.
in the world today.
Yeah. That's because you want to be at the biggest place, but you don't have the biggest requirements.
Credentials.
Yeah, you don't have them
gotta
credentials.
You gotta have these credentials
And
now,
stuff,
man.
no matter what type of school it is, nail tech, nursing, anything, it's still gonna take school. And if in nothing else, that certification.
You need that certification.
Because you gonna get messed up, and this what kids and people, adults don't even realize that it's never too late to go back to school. Somebody gonna hand you a contract.
I'm 50 years old, still in school.
And
so.
I mean, I'm 32, and that's why I say I'm getting my master. So I mean,
Yeah,
still
I'm
there.
still in school.
Because-
One more class though.
But see, some people can look at a contract and they just flip, and you miss that one line, and you done got into a car accident, or you done retired, or it's time for you to file your income tax, and you didn't even see that check where all the taxes wasn't getting no taxes taken out, and now you owe the IRS. Here it is, February. You trying to file your tax, something you never did even know.
You ain't know nothing about it.
Because you was just
read.
just doing that.
You
But
trying
people
to
don't
just
realize.
go down the line.
It only take that one sentence out of a 20-stack piece of paper for
Mess up
somebody
the
to
whole
say, well, you
situation.
did sign this.
Yeah.
People
So,
don't
see
realize
right
that.
here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't think like that. But guess what? Because if you paid attention in school,
Education.
then you'll be able to learn how to read. You'll be able to learn how to write. You'll be able to, and also be able to sit at any table where you can laugh, you can joke, you can play high imitation. But I'm telling you, you put me at a table in a business meeting up on the inner circumstances, that deal gonna be met.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna fold. You got a gift of gap.
Man,
So it's just
So-
like, it ain't being fake. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, you can laugh, you can joke, but just like any of y'all, if y'all knew that, you say, well, you can feel comfortable saying Ursula can come do man listen on barbershop talk, but we need to go to the high school for a meeting. You can still say, nah, it's how we can bring Ursula. Ursula ain't finna be up there acting.
Yeah, she ain't gonna sell out.
You know what I'm saying? Up there acting together like, you know she gonna come dressed like she's supposed to. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to going back to the whole, you know what I'm saying, the term ghetto.
Yeah.
If you saw me 2 out of 3 times with a head rag on, and if
That's
Dr.
your
Marshall called,
expectation.
and if Dr. Marshall say, well, hey, can y'all meet up here? What about the lady y'all had on there? You're gonna be skeptical because I wouldn't be a reflection of y'all.
2 times out of 3.
So you wouldn't take that chance on me.
Nah, I don't know how you gonna pop out.
Exactly. Or if I was like, well, you know what's up? We gonna have this meeting. Let's go ahead and do these. Let's rock these.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? But if I'm like, well, hey, let's go ahead and get these
Hey, I'm gonna call you
documentation.
back.
Exactly.
I hit you back.
You gonna say
You get what I'm saying? So
You gonna say let's do what?
exactly.
What you say now?
Exactly. So now y'all see where I'm coming from when it comes to like those certain things, and certain people just can't be there at the meeting with you. You can hold it. I can tell you what happened, but during that meeting, then no, I'll tell you what happened.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. We definitely need people like you for the young lady, because it sounds like you teaching them the fundamentals of life, etiquette, how to carry themselves, how to be professional, how to be a young lady.
Right.
Because we know what they have to look at now. We know what's going on TV, so we definitely need Queen Ursula, probably 1,000 Queen Ursulas.
Yeah, to spread around.
Kind of spread around to get what they seeing. So I'm gonna definitely give you your flowers while you're here, because me and Tim, we trying to teach young men how to dress. Like,
And anytime
Put your pants up
y'all
and-
need help with that, then I promise you I'm here. But
For
you
us to
want
teach men how to dress.
to just, because as a
Oh, cause
female.
I'm finna say, I know you just
No, I'm
tried.
just-
That's
no, I'm
it,
saying,
man.
like,
What you
even
mean,
because,
man?
like,
what's
some-
happening?
No, it's just like sometimes because a lot of
What you mean?
I'm telling you, a lot of males they'll ask me to talk to their sons too, and it's not because of that. It's
hold on, time out.
So the male has you.
Time out. Now you had me going. I'm with you,
I'm for
Queen.
real. I'm
Say
not
what?
lying.
A lot of males asking
you.
you,
Yes, to talk to their son.
the father. Time out again. So it's the father
So the
asking you.
yeah.
Because he a
And
single
talk to
father,
that
and
son.
then
And talk to the son though.
But because that
What
boy,
you talking about,
the
though?
mama is on drugs or something.
Yeah, I
and he's
understand.
missing that part. That
Oh, okay.
nurturing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I thought
it's
you were talking
like,
about teaching them how to.
how to
yeah.
treat
No,
a young
just-
lady. You know what I mean? Or him not really that part that they only talk about with mama. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like, yeah.
You scared me for a minute.
I got it. It's like
No,
the
no.
perspective
You
of
got
a woman like to say that looks
Yeah,
good
you
on
need
the young
the
man
young
or
man
a
need
man
that
himself.
nurturing
Like,
from
yeah.
mama.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
dad, we
she'll
tough.
throw
We
you off real
They
quick.
like,
Boy,
boy,
I like say what now?
Yeah, boys, that men, they like, all right, boy, you better get together. But boys have feelings too.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
most definitely.
They'll be like, well, hey, you know, can you talk to him? They'll say, I don't understand
The
that. 'cause,
boys,
you know,
they be mama's boys.
yeah,
Like, you know.
but see, if they don't have a mama, then they just
Yeah.
you know, dang, let me go talk to her about that. But one thing I can tell y'all that's real though, is the difference between men and women. Y'all can go get males, y'all can have a barbershop, y'all can do stuff. Women, and I want y'all to stop doing this. Stop competing with other people. Stop competing with other women. Come together.
That's our biggest issue
It is.
as a people now.
Black community.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a people.
So you may see one person, everybody, or they may be trying to do the same thing where we come and bring our money together. I come to your event this weekend. I go to your event. You come to my event. Then we can make something. We can have an impact. But if you having the same thing I'm having on this day,
The same as that day. It's like
Tim been saying that. I ain't gonna lie. I said it because
like,
bro
what
been
you
saying
talking
it
about?
since we started. Community
You
being
been listening
Russell,
to our
we
thing.
met. He been saying this ever since we came in contact with each other. Why everybody having the same thing at the same
like how you gonna
time?
have
all these different groups with the same?
why we
message,
can't
same-
get
why they
all
just
do it
can't-
at one time?
exactly. Or either come on each other's show. You get what I'm saying? And that's sad. Like how, you know, y'all go Tremaine come over here.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. Like, you know, y'all on the show, y'all need me, and I will.
Yeah.
Or, you know, how y'all do Man Listen or Barbershop Talk. We trying to build a community. But I'm going to ask y'all a real honest question.
Go
and
for it.
And it may be because I'm not from here. But
Well,
I
you
know
ain't
y'all
far
from here.
from here, not talking about coffee.
But
County.
no, I'm saying like,
that's
but
like
I'm-
what, like
how many
45
females
minutes
you
away?
know doing what I'm doing?
Here,
It's in South Georgia.
Not
Chanel
specifically.
do that. That's about it. I think Chanel be on the same kind of time you be on, but she ain't no school teacher, of course. But I think she still do like the I can't remember what her
But
little
kids overall, shout out Dr. D and Terry. They
organization is, but Chanel definitely.
but yeah, nah, it ain't
It
many.
ain't many.
That's why I
If
asked
it's
that
any.
question, because I didn't know you
Yeah.
had a team, but you answered the question thoroughly,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
man.
good that you have one.
But see, the thing is, I never even met them people.
You don't know Chanel?
I ain't never seen a day in my life.
Yeah, we got to make that happen.
You get what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that that I could hear, but I bet if you needed Nick, you know exactly where he at.
Oh, he
Nick
gonna
know where
pop
you
out.
at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You see how confident you was in that?
We'll go to him.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
gonna
Come on,
But
we'll
see,
pull
the
up.
thing is even though I'm independent, who do I have to go to?
I can dig it.
You
That
get
my
what I'm
question.
saying? Like I'm just being for real right
That was
now.
my point for asking you, do you get stretched thin with what you do? That was my point.
Yeah.
Cause it's just you and you.
Yeah, like
You trying to make everything happen.
yeah, like you go
So,
above and beyond.
so are you familiar with any other programs around here except for yourself?
And I mean, I'm in the school system. I have different stuff.
Yeah, so
And
that's
it's just,
crazy.
I have not.
Like I don't know exactly. I know Chanel do a lot of stuff for young ladies and
Basically, I didn't get a chance to partner with nobody. I have people that'll help me with the program, but do you see how y'all
Yeah,
you
partnering
can partner
with-
and
yeah.
something?
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah, I
I'm saying?
got you,
That's
yeah.
different. That way, if that's
so that
the
mean we
person
don't be
that-
do the same thing at the same time, cause we all came together and made one time out of yeah.
Or how even I think I had talked to y'all about this too with the Father Door Dance when I had to promote it.
Right.
I waited. Look how long I had to wait. Because of what the Raintree said, what they was charging, and the people that were hosting it, I had to wait
Yeah.
because I wanted a bigger outcome for the community, for our community. Our community. And then I had to wait on where I had it at, which was at Newbern, where them kids, a lot of them kids go to school.
Right.
I had to wait on all of that. But do you think support came from anywhere? You think I heard from anybody?
I saw that. I saw
You
that.
think
Like,
I'm not even on social media with some people. I don't know them. And that's what I mean by that. I'm somebody that it ain't I've tried, but you know how when you to yourself, you come here for work, going home.
No, you can't really say you to yourself though, cause you out here.
But I'm saying like when I get, I'm telling, once I get, I'll get up 5 o'clock in the morning.
Your whole day is already
work. Yeah, it's work. So when it's good time for me to go home.
Only time you home, you be like going to sleep.
Exactly. Gotta go home.
How long you been in Valdosta again?
I've been over here for probably, I want to say about 14 years that I've been over here.
You been here a long time.
Yeah, but only thing, like when I was in college, I did that. Then I worked over there in Brooks County, so it was still, that's just like going to work, coming home, going to work, come home. Even at New Bern, like when I was working there, get up in the morning, take my baby to school, go to work, come home. Yeah. And so the connections I have been is like starting the I Am Beautiful programming, meeting people like Nick, meeting people like Tremaine, but just and working with Miss Johnson over there at Early West for like the back to school giveaways and stuff. But as far as meeting somebody,
it's my KJ mom. Yeah.
So meeting somebody that's doing what I'm doing, where I could, if I could have my girls go over there to them, I cannot say that because I don't know.
Yeah, you
get what I'm saying? Like that part of it, like how, it could be like if I said, well, if you came in here and I said, well, y'all full for a barbershop, you can say, well, so and so could have here. They got a barbershop. You can call him and say, so and so coming over to that chair.
Right.
Who can I call? And we all know it's about who you know when you're trying to get places and buildings and stuff like that. And everybody I'm naming, y'all got to think about, even with y'all helping, what females do I have helping me?
Yeah.
I can name all these people. Now, it get done. You believe that?
Yeah.
But if you ask me who, I don't have an answer. And it's maybe not because they don't want to. It may be because they don't know. You know what I mean? They may be feeling the same way I'm feeling, but it's just bad. I have to go back home.
But you know what's the I feel like our biggest conflict is as a people is now this as the mass people, all of us, is the fact that like what you just described. And all the stuff you done did up until this point, like been in the schools and all of that. And ain't nobody from all these different, cause you and Doc is one of them now, ain't it? How you don't know who she is?
Who?
The Doc.
Which doctor?
She was that there.
What doctor?
Dr. D.
Everybody in different chapters. I'm in Chi Gamma Omega.
I don't know nothing about all them gang numbers and all the gang signs. I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying is it's different locations. Okay, so how
she right here.
So to describe it is like if somebody went to say for instance, it's two different Vikings, right? But then you got it's different. You got the parks and recreation. And then you got the, you know what I'm saying? Line. You get what I'm saying?
We know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but we ain't into that gang stuff like that.
No, it's not. This is about black empowerment. These women says, it's not. It's about.
What I'm saying is, not to cut your wisdom, but what I'm saying is, as a people, like what we said earlier, that's our biggest issue is the fact that we can't never get together on the same accord. I've been screaming it. Well, that's what my whole existence for the rest of the time that I'm around is predicated upon. Trying to find people that's like-minded. And I want to unite that. I want to put those pieces of the puzzle together because we are, as black people, we really at the bottom. Now, yeah, we really at the bottom because, and I say that because we the only people that ain't got no type of unification here.
And that's what the issue is. It ain't because we don't have the intelligence.
We got everything we need. We the
entertainment-wise,
richest people on the planet now.
Yeah.
But as far as power, you can have all the money in the world. That don't equate to power. We the 9th richest people on the planet, right? But we ain't got no type of unity. So without no unity, you ain't got no power. So we are now beneath the undocumented, the so-called undocumented aliens.
But you know, I always say though, even though I haven't met some of these people yet and stuff like that, I always say to myself, as long as I do the best that I can and I do everything that I can, that the more I grow, the more I flourish, then these other more people, they'll come and they'll get on board to what I'm doing, their network.
That's the thing. Yeah, I
So,
do get what you're saying, but that's the thing. It's so many people that either they thinking about what you're doing, or some people are doing some shape, form, or fashion what you're doing. But if everybody, like, okay, it ain't gonna be one podcast about us. You feel me? But we rock with Seven Smoke. You feel me? We rock with y'all mixing it up, right? We mess around with DJ Tremaine. You feel me? So if he got something going on, we vibrating. You feel me? We shooting. We ain't hating on them to my loud them down. We smoking and all that. You feel me? Nah. Whatever they got the event, we plastering it on our page.
And you know something, it's as simple as just, if I see something that's on somebody's stuff and they have an event, I'll just go. It's just about support, just showing my face. That's all it is. Or if I may donate something to them, because some people, you know, they their ego. But if I show up and say, well, hey, I'm Ursula, I'm over I Am Beautiful Future Queen. You know, is there anything else?
That's a networking tool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
you
even
have that mindset, but you got some people that when you do, they don't receive that well because they may feel like you're more competition, that you're not there to come support them.
The biggest
they want to
issue.
see, they think you come to look at they setup to see how many people at your stuff. What still exactly, they cut that part out. They think
competition.
Like everything will be good. Like
exactly.
I mean, everybody support everybody and reciprocate.
Exactly.
Like, everything will be good.
Exactly.
Stop looking at everybody as competition.
Exactly.
That's right.
Because in actuality, they're not competition, because you do something the next person can't do.
Exactly.
And the next person does something that you can't do or
Right.
offer or whatnot.
Yes.
That's why
Exactly.
people need to come together.
Exactly. So that's why I try to teach people about being confident, knowing who you are, and as long as you did the best that you could by introducing yourself, you need any help with anything, here's my contact information. I done did the best that I could.
Right.
I can't make nobody call me. I can't make nobody text me.
But that's it though, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, this is what I wish. If we can just do it here, in this small town right here, is gather the masses here. Some type of way we need to have a meeting of the minds, right? Right? When you got
don't
people,
say that.
yeah. When you got people like the influencers like Ursula, Law, Bird, Toddy, DJ Tremaine, and everybody need to come and agree on what you can agree on.
Exactly.
And let's ride that wave and grow, right? Because the one thing that we are not displaying, and the reason why people don't take us as a people serious, they don't take us serious now. Yeah, they laugh at us because we like for instance, it's voting time. You going to vote by yourself, Toddy going to vote by himself. Individual votes don't mean nothing, right? Group votes. So have you ever seen any ethnicity, race, or group of people arguing about a vote? Right? They don't do that. They don't waste their time with that. They come together as a group of people and decide what are we asking for. And whoever gonna meet this need, that's who we gonna vote for.
And some people don't even take the time to research, because that new 2025 plan is going to be something serious that's going to only impact people that's sitting up here just going to go vote and not even doing their research.
They going to
that's going to mess them up.
They going to go vote, but they don't understand that a year or two ago, if you ain't updated your voting status, your card ain't no good. So when you go vote, and you know us, we last minute. So when you go to vote and your thing get denied because you saying, oh no, you didn't update your what my boy called it? He named it something. But if you ain't updated your
The voter registration.
Yeah, the voter registration card. If you ain't updated your status, that means your status is dead. And when you go to vote, cause you thinking I already registered, right? And you go to vote, they gonna deny your card.
And our community, y'all gonna have to just not go check a box. Y'all got to look at that plan because people, it's sad they going by them them stimulus checks that Trump was giving out, and then they thinking that them few $100s, them few thousand is gonna do that. But are you looking at all them people that's getting locked up for them PPP loans? Like you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be it's bad that you can give somebody a few $1,000.
That was bait.
That's bait.
They knew they was gonna do it.
Exactly.
Because they know you're gonna buy it.
They knew they was gonna do it. They did it, and look, there's a repercussion behind it.
Exactly.
Look at who all the people that's advocating. I ain't endorsing neither one of them cats. But who all endorsing whoever they endorsing and why?
Yeah.
Right? The only reason, like I said at my daughter thing Saturday, I said we done took the value, we done took the value off of what really hold value. We don't, now we valuing money more than we valuing humans, right? And it's costing us as a people.
Our freedom, because what they trying to do to women, that's gonna take us back to a whole bunch of years. Like I'm talking about women's rights is just fixing to go out the door.
But that's the thing.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's just like it's like we cannot go back in time. We have to continue to move forward. And right now we going, and they starting out where they started at is with women's rights. Then it's gonna go up to the
whole
you know
thing.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, the whole
Because
people.
who would have thought if I would have told y'all last year, oh, our women's rights may be at stake, y'all would have been like, it'll take a few years at least for that to come through. Look how fast that happened. You can't even get enough. Like, what if you were molested and you wanted to have an abortion? You can't even do that in Georgia. You gotta go to Florida.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it ain't about, oh, I just got pregnant, I want to just get rid of the baby. No, what if she was molested?
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
I'm pro-choice. You feel me? So yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about how
Mm-hmm.
fast it can happen.
I'm pro-choice, but I'm also pro-life. Don't get it twisted. So but whatever a woman decide to do,
it need to be her choice.
I'm
don't take it where she don't have no choice. Like in Georgia, we don't have no choice.
Yeah. It's a control thing.
It's definitely
it's
a control
always
thing.
a control thing.
But
so,
it's also a distraction.
Yeah.
Right? Cause now they gonna keep us like that 2025 plan. It's all kind of plans that have been dropped since then. The King Alfred plan and all these different plans that happened from 2005 all the way up. Don't just stop at the 2025. It's 100 plan that went on. And they executing them, and people saying, "Oh, you know they're gonna open up the martial law." It's already open. It was open under the first Trump administration. You feel me? Only thing they didn't do was gain access to your homes, cars, and bank accounts. So now though, Ursula, you got the bank digitally. So now you'll never know when they lock in on your account now. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody is banking digitally. So the money, the paper money, on its way out. It's digital everything. Right? So even with, but that again, that's a deep rabbit hole. I know you gotta get up out of here. Even with that being said, it's education that at the end of the day, you do all the great stuff that you do for these children, these young ladies, these parents that ain't got no clue or trying their best to do better. And I really hope like one day, like ain't no reason for us to have 100 mobile car detailing shops. Like what the hell we need all that? We only got a certain amount of people in here.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So you got 5 homeboys that got a mobile detail. All of them feel like you supposed to let them wash your car.
Yeah.
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 So how many car washes can you possibly get?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
These your homeboys now.
Yeah.
But everybody think that you supposed to let them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So why all of us opening car washes or food trucks or ain't nobody open no dry cleaner,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
We ain't got no black dry cleaner. You know what I mean? Why you ain't, open up auto parts store, anything, you feel me?
Yeah.
Why
And an
everybody-
actual nail salon.
or actual grocery store
Yeah.
or a convenience store.
Exactly. Exactly.
Definitely convenience. So they
Yeah.
Yeah.
gas
Yeah.
station.
Yeah. We don't
Man,
have none
listen,
of
they
that.
got
We
that.
don't have none
You
of
feel me?
that.
So we put all our money trying to compete with.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Or
we
it's
out here.
electronics. Like people, we have to order our stuff like electronics when we can should be able to go to a
Electronic
black
store,
brown,
yeah.
and buy TV instead of
Yeah.
your home. Oh, so and so got the low for this TV right here.
Yeah.
Come on, they selling TVs. I mean, but it's for the low, and then I start looking at the price. I'm like, I'm better off going to Best Buy.
Yeah, 'cause
but
I
it's
need
like
that
they haven't
warranty.
invested. Yeah, but see, they won't even open it up. It's stuff like this equipment y'all have, all this wonderful equipment, and all these equipment that a lot of people use for podcasts.
Right.
We should be able to go inside of a store or support a black-owned business. Nothing against anybody else, but we should be able to support
Everything
a
against
black-owned
everybody
business.
else.
You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that we would need. That we need
They
to have.
done thrived off of us.
Massage
Sooner or later, we
places.
should thrive off
Yeah.
ourselves.
What about places with
You feel me?
massages? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we have that? Places with massages?
We got some massage
We got
spots.
some.
Yeah, we got some massage.
But it's
spots.
just like you wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody
Shout out to
doing,
Ty, God is Glow.
Monica Tillman.
Monica Tillman with the body. What it is? Something bodies.
What is body to body? For everybody.
Forever bodies.
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it
Shout
is.
out to Monica Tillman, Forever Bodies.
and see, that's what it's about. If somebody like me say, well, hey, I didn't know, then y'all able to think of something. And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That right there is what it is about.
So we got to start expanding our horizons, man.
Exactly.
Stop trying to get the exact same thing somebody else got and compete with them, and open up, broaden our horizon. My hope is someday, man, that we figure it out. Cause they saying that we ain't never gonna figure it out.
Stop
We
gatekeeping.
will.
Yeah, we
Stop
standing.
it.
Yeah, we
Because
gatekeep.
Stop
with us
gatekeeping.
doing speaking action, speaking louder than words, it has no choice but to come about. And y'all be out with these young men. I'm out here with these young ladies. They go that whole next generation right there that we already building up. We instilling in something. It may not be just like school. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take, either them
It's
2
gonna take some
years,
time.
or them 4 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or either, the months or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when it needs to, because they're our future. And we just have to keep doing our part. And we got to
Whitney
keep
said
spreading
that.
it. Exactly.
Yeah, Whitney said that a long
So
time
I can
ago.
just teach, and then we perfect out how you still in school, and Ty was. We doing what's right. We doing everything we can. Like I can't sit here and talk to a parent about mental health if I haven't went to school and studied for it. You get what I'm saying? But see, I can confidently talk to parents, and I can talk to my students about mental health and mental health awareness, because I've scientifically studied this.
Right, scientifically.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to that boy Toddy. He a life coach too.
Shout out to that boy Tim saying he a life coach too.
So he got some mental health skills
Yes.
too and all that.
But you see how you had to go get that, right? That wasn't that thing.
He did too.
But I'm like, with both of y'all had to go get that.
Yeah, we had to go get that.
You
Yeah,
couldn't just be out here
certified.
giving people advice to be licensed. Y'all had to do what?
We had to go get that.
So what if you wasn't paying attention in 7th grade? Well, really elementary school, and you really didn't know how to read.
I would have got a
It
whoop.
that's what we saying.
You get
right?
what I'm saying?
saying.
Like, so at no matter what go on, you gonna always have to go back to
Very
education, because
different.
them spelling bees is in elementary.
You got people in the 12th grade reading at the 4th grade level.
Yeah, middle school reading at kindergarten and first grade
That's a
level,
whole.
and that's
another
something I done
rabbit
seen on
hole,
paper.
boy.
All right, what's happening?
Because and people saying, oh, those are COVID babies, but no.
Man, get out of here.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's the excuse, and that's
We'll
what people
find
going by
something to blame
excuse.
That's all that is.
Yeah, COVID babies. No, they were supposed to be online. The teacher was teaching.
Yeah, where the parents was at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's everybody else.
Man, get out of here.
Because they slow. But you think about Valdosta schools and y'all can try to compare Valdosta to Lowndes. But you got to think about your child finna go in the world, not just United States, the world. When they graduate high school, they may want to go to California, New York. They may want to go to China somewhere because they go to the military.
Yeah, the world.
It's going to be different from Valdosta.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different.
The real world.
The real
world.
Yeah.
And they not being exposed to
You
that.
better be prepared in school.
Exactly. Because
Man,
that's just
listen.
a little bit. What go on? A little bit.
And listen, man.
Queen Ursula, give them your social media, the name of your organization. If they want to reach you, if you want to give some information to help, they might have kids that you probably don't show them on your program. You feel me? You might have some parents on there. They got some young children that they want to come to your. Look at my baby calling me. You might want to come to your program and be a queen, a beautiful queen too.
Well, you can always go to my social media, Ursula Clark. I Am Beautiful has their own Facebook and Instagram as well. If you are trying to get in contact with me, you can just DM me. I always respond, get you set up that even if you're not from the area that, like say if I'm at Salis or something and your child goes to a Lowndes school system at the moment or there's somewhere, I do not mind mentoring girls one-on-one because I have to do that with other people as well in different counties.
You mess with them Vikings?
I mean, just, the school system has asked, so I may have somebody that say, hey, can you mentor my child?
Okay.
And so, like, I tell them, meet me at New Bern at 4:00 on so-and-so day.
So y'all got Vikings at the Wildcat School?
It's all about the kids. And see, we
y'all better start going to the library,
but
man.
see, we separate. You can't separate them. They all they cousins. They can't help what they
They
do.
about to start something, my man. Listen.
I'm just playing, man.
We Wildcats over
Get
here.
all our babies.
But get the babies, they here.
Get all our babies, man. I don't care where they at.
Yeah.
Wildwood, Highland,
Yes.
Georgia, Christian, wherever they at. Go get all of them. So yeah, we ain't separating the house, man. We gonna build a house up.
Yes.
That's just indoctrination that I got. You feel me? So I'm fighting that every day.
And you continue to do that because as long as you do the best you can, then that's just like when people stop in a habit. It may be hard, then it may be mild, but eventually it'll fade away.
Yeah. You know, that just be a joke for me. I ain't even from Valdosta like that.
So shout out to we gonna get up out of here, Queen Ursula. You can check out on Mix It Up with the Crew when they start.
Yeah, Mixing Up with the Crew every Thursday. Y'all can go check that out. We have our own social media every Tuesday on 107.9 The Beat. And you can listen on our app, you can listen on our social media, me or Tremaine social media. So y'all can do that. With I Am Beautiful Future Queens. It's gonna be at the high school, it's gonna be at Salis, SL Mason, New Bern, and Valdosta Middle. So you can inbox me, you can talk to the child's school, the administrators about the program, getting a permission slip. But it'll be on the announcements in the morning. And if anybody else, if y'all would like to reach me, partner together, then you are more than welcome to do so.
We gonna find you some partners too, cause
go.
You and Chanel definitely got to meet up, man.
Man, listen, this free game.
Queen Ursula.
And thank
out
y'all
of
for
here.
having me. Thank y'all
Thank
so
you
much.
for coming.
Man, listen, we back again. This free game.
The saying lasts, but I'm never least. Cause every time I drop that heat, all that talking cease. Facts. Her wishing well, or do you wish me well? He pucker up like jackasses, he like to kiss and tell. Facts. I got that fever, boy, I'm burning up. Hourglass ass niggas, they know they time is up.